Hey guys, Dano91 here. Welcome back to my modded Minecraft survival let's play, and let's start the day off by having a sleep. Even though that's how you end the day, but whatever, I don't care. So we are going to go ahead and do some Thaumcrafty things. Awesomes, if I can actually exit my own doorway. So last episode I said I was going to set up everything for Thaumcraft, and as I come over here it's going to lag a little bit because it's loading everything up. So yeah. But yeah, I have everything. That's not a I don't actually have a weapon on me, so this is slightly awkward. Yep. There we go. Right, so I have put all the essential that we need into these jars, and I've made this look a little bit prettier. Nothing too major, but you know. So we should have all the essential to do everything that we need in these jars, as long as nothing goes wrong. So what we need to do is we need to go to the actual right tab, and these are what we're going to be making today. So first of all, the essential was pretty easy. We put random things in here and then we used these jars and blah blah blah. I think I showed that, but I'm not sure, just double checking. So one thing that we do need is we need our wand to actually have a decent amount of stuff in it, so that might be a little bit problematic, but we will see. I also need to go and get some more nodes, because as you can see we've pretty much used all of them. There's also something I want to test as well, so we may get to that in a moment. But for now I'm going to at least do, what do we want? I think I'm going to go for the sword first. So we need 2 air shards, wood, diamond and the sword. Pretty simple. So let's go ahead like this, and actually let's have a look. We need no, you don't need essence in your one, do you? Excuse me, what do you think you do? Okay, I need to actually get a sword. There it is. I don't know why I put this away, but there we go. Do I don't. That'll do for now. Right, so we need our sword, we need air shards, we need that, and we need that. So quite simply, sword goes there, we put shard there, we can put one there, put a diamond over here, and a block of wood there. Also, I want to actually raise this ceiling, because eventually when I'm watching this, because things will pop off, I want to be able to like fly around above it, so I can actually see if something happens. But I can't do that if it's only that high, so I'm going to need to raise it up. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this area up here, because it's going to look a bit weird. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and smack that. So as you can see, it's bringing the air, and then the motors, and then the potential. There we go, and then it will just simply consume the these things. There we go. There's the second one. There's the third one, and there's the fourth. And boom! Sword of the Zephyr. Pretty simple to do. I'm not going to show you guys what it does just yet. I want to get all of them done before we go through that. So next we want, let's go for the pickaxe. So we need fire shards. So fire shards and the pickaxe. So again, that, and over here, and then just simply hit that with the wand. So yeah, it doesn't use any essence out of your wand, but it does use the essence out of these jars. Now eventually I do want to get this process automated, and there are a few things that I want to get sorted with that, and we should be able to do it relatively soon. It shouldn't be too bad. We could probably do it like this or next episode if I really wanted to, because pretty much all I need to do is make golems and then get void jars. and then just label up the void jars to the different essentia. So I could do that. I don't know if I'm going to. Maybe. I mean, it wouldn't be too difficult to do. So maybe we will. But that's that done. The next, I want the Thaumium Axe, and I believe it's Earth Shard. No, it is Water Shard for the axe. I thought that would have been for the hoe. But okay. So let's go ahead and boom. Now there isn't really any order that you need to put these on, but I'm just doing it like this because I can. There we go, and that should be, yep. So yeah, pretty easy infusions at the moment. I don't want to go too crazy with it. These are pretty simple ones, so they're 90% going to work, which is pretty awesome. So this is just to show you guys kind of what it can do. Also, it's to show off the tools. Now, is this the... yeah, this is black and white. Okay. So, boom. There we go. Now, as you can see, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but I do have extra stuff. I have extras of everything. Now, this is simply because in case... sometimes things will pop off, but sometimes they will get destroyed altogether. So it's better to keep spares just in case. Because you never know what's going to happen. And that should be it. And that is it. Boom. Hoe of Growth. The last thing that we need to do now is the shovel, which uses those. Awesome. So, diamond and great wood log. Boom. And yeah, as you can see, I did have all the essentia that we needed. We do have some extras like the wood, or well, arbor, if that's how you say it, and permutatio and panis, and that's pretty much it. That's all the excess we've got. But eventually we will get a bunch more stuff. I may even get a second one of those to do it quicker. But that is all the Thaumcraft tools done. So let's go ahead and check these awesome things out. So we've come across this world hole, and this is pretty much the perfect time to show what the Sword of the Zephyr actually does. So if you attack, it just attacks normally. However, if you hold right click, as you can see, it will take you into the air. And you can move pretty slowly, but you can move. And apparently I can't actually move there. So yeah, it's a pretty primitive way of flying, but it is a way of flying. Yeah, it's pretty damn cool. So that is the first tool. Now, doing this does actually use durability, so you do need to be careful. But as you can see, you can use it to land safely as well. If I don't have my boots on, I could just use this to, let's see, I could just go like that and land safely. It's pretty nice. Pickaxe of the Court. I don't believe it's got a right click function. However, if we go down here, hopefully somewhere, no, come on. If we go down here, hopefully somewhere that has ore, and maybe not, because that's, oh, there we go. Yeah, oh, right clicking it. If you right click on, like, on the floor, as you can see, it shows you all the different types of veins. Boom. The lighting seems to be a bit dodgy. Lighting seems to be very dodgy actually, so I'm not sure what that's about. I thought that if you... Did they change that? I think they may have changed that. yeah, I guess it did change. It used to be like, I'm pretty sure it used to be that you mined something and it just smelted it. Which makes sense because, you know, fire, core, you know, yeah. But apparently it doesn't do that. So if you right click on blocks, obviously it shows use to sound out any surface you right click against to find valuable ores, lava or water. So that's pretty good for lava actually when you're mining. But yeah, when you mine up ore blocks, there's a chance that you'll mine a cluster instead. So if there was like all of these together, I would mine them all by just mining one, or at least I have a chance to. So that's kind of cool. It's a bit different than what I actually thought it was, so that's... it's not disappointing per se, but it's... I preferred the other function. Not gonna lie. I mean, it makes sense with these other mods that it's, you know, it's not gonna smelt it straight away because you can like ×2 and ×3 the ores and stuff, but I don't know. So shovel of the earth mover. Right click, what does it do? Nothing. Left click, what does it do? Exactly what a what's it called? An excavator? The Tinker's Construct shovel. So yeah, it pretty much just digs up big area of earth. And I believe, is that a special function of this? I'm not sure if it is or not. But as you can see, blocks are flying towards us. Now let's have a look, because these have actually changed, so I'm not sure. Yeah, it will just dig a 3x3 area. If you right click on the side of a block, it will attempt to place a 3x3 section of the same material in the world, as long as you have sufficient blocks in your inventory. Okay, so if I went up to, say, that, yeah. That's kind of cool. Now, would it do it with any blocks, or is it just those blocks? Also, seriously, this world is apparently dying. Seriously not sure what's with all the chunk problems. I don't think I've ever had this many problems, but it's okay. So will it work with this? It will. So it doesn't just work with dirt or sand, it works with every single block. So that's kind of like a builder, I guess, a building wand, but it's not as intuitive, I guess, because it only places a 3x3. But you know, it's kind of cool. So that is the shovel. I don't think it does anything else. Yeah. Can change the rotation of how blocks are placed by pressing G on the keyboard. Blocks can be placed either parallel to the block face. It doesn't actually give you any visual indication that I'm pressing G. That's weird. It doesn't actually give you any visual indication of what way it is. That I'm not too much of a fan of that. But I think that's it. Shift is held, yeah. Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. So if we go, I should probably have read it properly. So if we hold shift, there we go. It will show where things get placed. So if we now press G, there we go. Oh, that's better. So yeah, it's kind of like a builder's wand. It's kind of cool. Kind of like that. So that is the shovel. Next up we have the axe of the stream. Now the axe of the stream is pretty damn cool. Yep, that's pretty much it, as far as I'm aware. So yeah, it's just like a lumber axe, where you just chop the entire tree down. Now it obviously it doesn't chop it down in one go, but I'm pretty sure this will do any tree. So that's awesome. Now, does right click do anything? Yes. Apparently it does, but I don't know what. So let's have a look. Accept natural logs and trees when using... Yep. In effect, you chop trees from the top down, even if you hit the bottommost block. Any wood chopped will automatically float to you. So I'm guessing that's another property of these tools. All things that get mined just go to you. If you press and hold right click, the axe will draw all nearby items towards you. Ah, that's it. So if we go ahead and say chuck that, we can boop. I forgot that that was a thing. That is pretty cool. So if you are chopping a bunch of trees down, if you're chopping a bunch of trees down and you don't go near it, which obviously we're going to because, well, yeah. But if you're chopping a bunch down and, like, there we go. Pretty simple. I might actually end up just using these tools. Because there is a way to repair them, but I cannot remember what it is. I will have to look it up. The next thing is the hoe of growth. So the hoe, I believe, pretty much just hoes in a 3x3 area. Yep. And I believe if we go up and right click on crops, it just works like bone meal. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, that's kind of it with the hoe. It's not too impressive, but it's, I mean, if you were going to do a lot of farming, this hoe would be better than most. Because obviously you can hoe a big area, and if you've only got one seed and you want to do a big area, you can just constantly bone meal it. Again, does use durability, but you know, it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. And I believe that is all of them, is it not? It is. So that is all of the Thaumcraft tools. I must say my favourite is probably the sword. How much damage does it do? 7, while this does like twice as much. But yeah, also I believe that the sword, if you are fighting skeletons, it will deflect the arrows if you do that. And I believe it also deflects enemies. Actually, it might deflect any entity. I'm not sure. And this is loaded, so I can try what I wanted to try as well. So, the other thing that I wanted to try, I'm going to have to go over here, first of all, because I need to move my, why is it Tesseract? No. Teleposer. I need to move the teleposer, because it's going to involve that. Now, as you can see, oh no, we don't need to. Awesome. So, nodes get drained from a little bit away, as you already probably know, but I don't know if we can actually move those type of nodes, because with these nodes, if you break the block, break the block that they're in, they will just disappear. So, what happens if we break the block underneath it and we move this block? Like so. Will this move the node as well? I'm not sure. It looks like it has. So let's go ahead and... have we got everything? Yep. Let's go ahead and have a quick look over here, shall we? Hopefully the node has moved with it, because if it has, oh my god, that means that we can now use this node. Oh, that is awesome. Unfortunately, it does have like other aspects that we don't need, but you know, it's still kind of awesome. That's awesome. So we can now move any kind of node, because if you would have done it with just normal Thaumcraft, I'm not sure how you would move that, because you would have to put a glass jar around it, but could you put the glass jar around the block, because it's a block, not technically just a node? I don't know if it would work or not. I've never actually tried it, but this way definitely 100% works. I may try the other way just to see if it does, because I'm not sure. It might be an interesting experiment, but not now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode here. Little teaser of the Thaumcraft tools. I really quite enjoy these tools. I really enjoy it. The only downside to this is, as you can see, every so often it does stop. But yeah, I mean, it works. It's a bit slow, but it works. There is something else that I do want to go ahead and start working towards as well. Because I've got all these different armors and all these different things. These are pretty much basically for the different mods that I'm doing. I want to try most of it out if I can. And in Thaumcraft there is a harness. Now this harness can allow you to fly using, I think, one of the essence. I can't remember which one it is. But we could use that and then we can have, I think it's creative flight, but it uses essence. So that is exactly what I want. It doesn't provide any armor, I don't believe, but yeah, it would provide flight. And it's not unlimited cheaty flight. So that's cool. There's also a bone bow. Didn't know about that. Well, I did, but meh. So yeah, I think I might try and find the flight, the harness thing. But that's going to be it for this episode. So I want to say thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you next time.